I am Maria Garcia de Flori. Today, Holy Wednesday concludes the first part of the Christian Holy Week. This day marks the end of Lent and the beginning of Easter. It is a crucial day of Holy Week as it is marked as the date on which Judas Iscariot, according to St. Matthew, met with the Sanhedrin, the Jewish religious tribunal, to condemn Jesus to crucifixion. Judas' decision to hand Jesus over was an act of betrayal before an assembly made up of 23 judges from each of the Jewish cities of ancient Israel. It is at this moment that plans are made for how Judas will hand Jesus over to the Roman guards in exchange for 30 silver coins. From that day on, Jesus of Nazareth became a prisoner of the Romans who was flogged continuously until his crucifixion on Good Friday, the day in which Catholics fast during the day, which means eating less, eating only one meal a day, and abstaining from eating meat for the love of Christ. In Venezuela, on Holy Wednesday, the Catholic Church dresses in purple to commemorate Jesus of Nazareth. Honoring the Nazarene is a tradition that expresses the faith of the Catholic faithful in Venezuela with processions in a spiritual atmosphere. Catholics do not worship images. The Nazarene is a reference to God to remind us of God's closeness to his people. The image of the Nazarene arrived in Venezuela at the beginning of the 17th century. It was taken to the Church of St. Paul the Hermit in Caracas and blessed on July 4th, 1674, by the Bishop of Caracas, Fray González de Acuña. According to tradition, in 1696, a strange epidemic swept through the Caracas population with dozens of deaths and infections. The people of Caracas implored the Nazarene for a cure. In the middle of a procession, the image tripped over a lemon tree and knocked off its fruits, which were used to make the juice that eradicated the disease. Since then, the Nazarene of St. Paul has told everyone that it's the power of God, not the image, that performs miracles. To celebrate the 350 years of his presence in Venezuela and within the framework of the Jubilee year and the Holy Year 2025, from March 8th to April 6th, the image of the Nazarene traveled the streets of Caracas on pilgrimage, visiting 11 Jubilee churches, bringing thousands of people closer to God, bringing a message of hope to the faithful, and reminding us all that humanity will not find peace until it draws closer to Christ and lives according to his teachings. The Nazarene is positioned to walk with his cross on his shoulders, indicating that he's an active God close to people. The Nazarene recalls Jesus' invitation when he said, "Whoever wants to come after me must take up his cross and follow me." Whoever follows Jesus listens to his words and lives in God. Working in procession alongside the Nazarene speaks of unity in faith, of hope for a better future, of solidarity. The suffering face of Jesus of Nazareth, peaceful and loving, with a crown of thorns, full of sweat and blood, tells us those who suffer, those who live through injustice, those who feel their hopes betrayed, their anguish ignored, that He is there, present, that God will never be alone when we approach Him, because He knows pain and suffering. He is the way, the truth, and the life, and with God we always win.